Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we are going to be doing the 12th part of What If Vegeta Turned Good in the SAIYAN saga. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
The two god-powered Saiyans stand off against one another and Vegeta Black takes the initiative to punch Vegeta back across the street. Vegeta slides across the ground and receives a bruise across his face, but as Vegeta Black dives down the road to try and attack him, he is forced to use instant transmission to evade his strike. The two continue their battle for a time, and it's clear that Vegeta can't beat Vegeta Black. He's just way stronger than him, and each of his approaches are brutally shot down. As Vegeta takes a punch from Vegeta Black, he receives another punch from a much weaker being. He is bloody and weak, and after giving his surroundings a quick view, Zamasu stands beside Vegeta Black. "So you've surpassed Vegeta? You are using his body after all," Zamasu says, standing next to him. The other two Saiyans see that it won't be the best idea to try and let Vegeta fight against these warriors by himself, and so the other two Saiyans step in. "Me and Kakarot will take on the other version of myself. Nappa faced this other being," Vegeta states, exhausted from his battle. "Here, take a senzu bean," Goku says, flicking one to Vegeta. The prince grabs it and does think twice about eating it right away. However, he is humble enough to know that this is the right thing to do and he eats it. His power is replenished and he is given a Zenkai boost on top of that, making him significantly stronger than Goku now. "Let's go," Vegeta shouts, powering up into his ultimate form. Goku powers up into Super Saiyan Blue and the two strongest Saiyans charge toward Vegeta Black. Goku throws a kick that Vegeta Black blocks with relative ease. However, Vegeta lands a punch while he's preoccupied with Goku's blow to actually force him back a little. Vegeta Black then targets Vegeta by landing several punches. Each fist whips through the air with amazing speed and precision. Vegeta can barely perceive each strike, but as this happens, Goku promptly arrives behind Vegeta Black to kick him directly in his spine. As he turns around to face Goku, Vegeta launches a big bang attack that hits him right on. The explosion causes him to slide past Goku and the plan behind their bouts becomes clear. If they were to fight him individually, they would lose, but since he has to be aware of both of their attacks at once, there's a chance that they could actually beat him. The two fighters fight with this strategy in mind and actually do much better than before. Their instant transmission makes it utterly effortless to confuse Vegeta Black. Even though they're landing more attacks, he seems to be getting even stronger. It eventually becomes harder for them to try and catch the man off guard until they're eventually stopped in their tracks. Goku leaps forward with a punch but then teleports so that he arrives behind his target. Once he is behind his opponent, he tries to land the punch in this way but he is caught out of the air. Vegeta Black grabs him right by his neck and Vegeta tries to punch him but his fist is caught right away. Goku is slammed into the ground, then Vegeta Black drops Vegeta with only a few punches. With both Saiyans on the ground, Goku struggles to reach into his senzu bean pouch only to be beat into the ground once again. Nappa isn't having any success against Zamasu even after future Gohan and future Trunks step in. They continue to fight but the general objective changes for all the fighters: escape. Vegeta manages to use instant transmission so constantly that it looks as if there are several versions of himself littered around Vegeta Black. Once this happens, Vegeta delivers the most powerful punch that he can throw before getting Goku and teleporting away. Nappa escapes as well and the two future warriors are forced to fend off against Vegeta Black for the time being. After doing so, they each individually decide to get new forms of training. Vegeta enters the hyperbolic time chamber to gain the power to face the new threat, while Goku learns the Mafuba. Nappa, on the other hand, has another option in mind to unlock his potential. Using the Dragon Radar, he gathers them all up with relative ease since he's so fast and there are barely any hindrances to him doing so. As he gathers them, he wishes for his potential to be unlocked, and once this happens, he feels an insane amount of power coursing through his veins. "Thank you, Shenron," Nappa shouts back to the large dragon. "You're welcome, I also gave you a little extra," Shenron explains. For his two other wishes, Nappa doesn't really know what to choose. However, he isn't stupid and takes his time to think things over. He thinks about unlocking present Gohan's potential, but he doesn't want to do that without his choice in the matter. The only thing he can think of is asking for a consumable item that can unlock somebody's potential, anybody's. He wants to give future Gohan the option of taking it in case he wants to get a great boost in strength, but he isn't too sure now. He receives the item anyway and uses the last wish to buy a lot of money, as he believes that will be of great help to his family. Anyway, they end up ready to return after some time, and Nappa keeps the small sensu-like bean on his person as to not lose it. They head back and Vegeta looks more than ready to fight. He has certainly gotten stronger and he can't wait to show off his newfound power against the threats. Vegeta can also sense a very high key signature coming off Nappa now, and Nappa himself wonders what that little bit extra Shenron gave him was. They return to the timeline, and after Gohasu has been attacked, future Trunks and Gohan attend to him as he looks on the verge of death. They have just been saved by the Kaiyos after intense battle, but as this happens, Nappa arrives ahead of the fighters using instant transmission. "It's you, Nappa," future Gohan says in surprise. "Yes, and there's my target," Nappa roars, pointing straight to Vegeta Black. "Do you really believe you can face me now?" Vegeta Black asks, while walking forward toward him. The other future Saiyans and Kaiyos back away with Gohasu as he advances, and Nappa doesn't move back a single step. Soon after, Goku and Vegeta arrive too. "I'll let you face him, but I want the finishing blow. He did take my body after all," Vegeta says while facing him. The thing about these Saiyans is now they seem pretty much fearless. They did not seem so as he fought them the first time, but Nappa feels like he has more than enough power to face him now. Nappa's tail wraps around his waist as he powers up, then he swiftly enters Super Saiyan Blue before zooming toward Vegeta Black. The two engage in combat, and Vegeta Black, who is already in Rosé, doesn't feel like he's having a tough time at all. Nappa feels much stronger, and after seeing him fight, Vegeta feels like he might have even surpassed him. He has no clue how, but it might be the case. Nappa leaps up, then as he does so, his right fist engulfs in a sputtering cloak of vitalizing blue energy. His aura rages around him in flight before he dives down like a rocket, leaving a trail of mystical energy behind him. He roars and punches Vegeta Black's forearm block so hard that the ground shatters under his feet. He also grits his teeth after receiving that powerful strike, and Nappa has made his raw power increase by significant amounts after his potential unlocking. After a while, Vegeta Black looks a little bruised, but he simply grows stronger as the fight continues. Nappa battles valiantly and uses powerful key control techniques to make himself even stronger. However, it's all useless as he can't even beat him down really. Nappa is growing weaker and the injuries are piling on while his adversary remains fine. Nappa lands 2 punches to Vegeta Black, but he doesn't move in reaction. Both strikes barely move him, but then he shoots himself forward and lands a quick gut punch to Nappa that almost puts him out completely. Nappa looks quite winded and they fight again for a time, but he still seems rather outmatched. As he stumbles away, the two enter a heated power struggle, but then Nappa somehow gets overpowered. Vegeta Black delivers a final strike that drops him onto his hands and knees, coughing blood. "You mortals never understand. You must try and attain the power of the gods just to possess a slither of strength," Vegeta Black roars. Vegeta Black goes in to try and kick Nappa, but he grabs his extended shoe and stands. His tail returns from blue to its usual brown, but he doesn't seem much weaker at all. After this, he roars and releases a bright white aura. It's not like his basic silver aura, but is instead a bright pure white colour. His irises and pupils vanish, then his power skyrockets. He is still using God Ki, but something about him switches. His veins become a lot more prominent and he looks like he has totally lost control. He slams on his chest with his large arms and it seems like he has become even more muscular. Vegeta Black looks a little cautious, but out of nowhere he zooms forward and punches him in the gut so hard that he coughs out blood. Nappa then swivel kicks him right across the street before hurling out a green mouth blast. Vegeta Black can do nothing but block the incoming blast, but then 2 more come his way. He thinks quickly and forms a scythe, the same one that Goku Black had in canon. He slices the 2 blasts in half, but as he does so strugglingly, a much larger blast of energy comes hurtling toward him. He is forced to leap forward and attempt to dismantle it, but it explodes right in his face and launches him through the building that was situated behind him. The building around him crumbles and crumbles, but Nappa soars right through it and the rubble blasts up in the air in his advance. He then throws a multitude of strikes that Vegeta Black can't evade. The beatdown continues until Nappa grabs him and slams him into the floor with such ferocity that a crater the size of the street is formed. As the buildings on the street crumble in, Nappa continues punching punching him and punching him. The rest of them are easily handling Zamasu, but then something weird occurs. Zamasu switches the position of his Potara, and as he does so, both Vegeta Black and Zamasu light up. Nappa struggles to keep him down, but then he is held up and the beings fuse into the fusion known as Fused Zamasu. "This is bad," Goku says from below, now beside Vegeta. Nappa still snarls as he looks up to face the new fused being and looks as mindless as ever. However, he teleports to then arrive by the other Saiyan side. He reveals the white senzu bean and hurls it to future Gohan before dashing forward and leaping up toward fused Zamasu. He lands a powerful punch that releases an absolutely massive shockwave, but the fusion is not moved at all. He simply grabs Nappa and flies forward, slamming him through several buildings. He does so nonchalantly and with ease, leaving Nappa in a stagger. Nappa still shouts and attacks him again, but fused Zamasu swiftly and elegantly evades to then kick him in the side of his body savagely. Nappa drops to one knee and coughs out blood while fused Zamasu stands over him. "You won't defeat me. I'll destroy all of you mortals, then return power solely to me, the deity of this realm," he states, lifting his arms regally. "You're dead," future Gohan roars, charging toward fused Zamasu in Super Saiyan 3. He punches him, but once again there is no movement. Future Gohan is much weaker though, and a single strike to his body knocks him down. That pill did as it was supposed to and gave him extra power, but it still isn't enough. After seeing the world, almost devoid of life, future Gohan raises to his feet and faces fused Zamasu in a powerful, bold gaze. The area is surrounded by flames and clouds of suffocating smoke, while the other present humans move around and hide hastily, fearing the battle at hand. "Why do you look upon me as if you are not a weakling mortal? You are lucky to have even survived this long," Zamasu roars. However, Nappa raises up and chuckles before eating a senzu bean. He cackles loudly while in this new fury form of his, and future Gohan begins feeling power welling up inside of him. The other Saiyans enter flight to see what's happening, and as future Gohan feels himself getting stronger, he powers up. His power continues to climb and the others can't believe what they're feeling. The ground rumbles and rumbles as Nappa and Gohan power up beside each other, and they can tell that they have broken their limits. "No way," Vegeta says while watching in disbelief. Gohan's head switches to white and his eye color switches to red, and he explodes into his special beast form. The two warriors stand side by side with this new power, then leap forward into flight in rage. So that will conclude the 12th part of What If Vegeta Turned Good in the Saiyan Saga. Please tell me something you liked about this video or something that I should improve on for the next part. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.